Ford and Mazda have been sharing their DNA for quite some time. The 626 and TX-5, the Laser and 323, the Mazda MX-6 and Ford Probe, just to name a few. But one thing Mazda never shared with Ford was the legendary rotary. But that's all changed now, with Nathan's mental 13B powered Laser TX-3.
Hi, my name is Nathan, I'm from Brisbane and this is my rotary powered TX-3. I've owned the car now for 12 years. When I first bought the car, I actually bought it off my brother, so I'd been in the family for 2 years prior to that. So you can say 14-year history now.
The car doesn't look like a flame-snorting rotary from the outside, but it's clean and sleek thanks to the custom-made front bar, put together from a Supra and Evo 3 item, WRX base side skirts, and a chopped-up Honda Buddy Club rear bar. A couple of bonnet vents were grafted in before the respray in RX-8 red. A set of 17-inch RS GT wheels add a bit of JDM toughness.
I sort of built the car sort of for street and show. Overall, I built it for my own pure driving pleasure. I like the RX, the Mazda theme now, especially with the new RX-8. I love the theme, how they've done the interior, and that's what I based a lot of my interior on.
Some Mazda seats also made their way into the Ford in the form of retrimmed Series 6 RX-7 items. The rear seats also cop the leather and suede retrim. There's a personal steering wheel and gritty gear knob. Stainless door trims were custom made to spice things up a bit and hold the Sony 3-way speakers. There's another set up the back and a Sony head unit gives the signals. A host of autometer gauges provide the vitals of the beast within.
The reason why I picked the 13B was purely because of engine size, but also rotaries are very easy to extract power from, because if I tried to put like an SR20 or a CA18 or even the factory laser engine, it'd be impossible. I'd have to raise a tunnel beyond recognition. I wouldn't be able to even put a steering rack in it, so it would never work.
The 13B really was the logical choice, as its compact size and light weight meant it could fit with ease and not upset the weight distribution. The Series 5 RX-7 gearbox, containing a custom brass button clutch, sits partially in the engine bay to clear the tunnel, and originally being a four-wheel drive TX-3 means the custom tail shaft bolts straight up to the factory rear diff.
Conversion overall is pretty easy. I think it's more time consuming or anything because it's never been done before, and a lot of workshops who I'd actually spoken to went, nah, I don't want nothing to do with it. You sort of get a lot let down, so that's why I decided to take the challenge of doing it myself. Overall, I did start off in a half cut. I bought it pretty much as a dirty old rotary engine to start with. Bought the motor for $2,000. Started from there, had the half cut which I picked up for pretty cheap, and I started a lot of my experimentation there for 12 months before I transferred over to my vehicle now.
Nathan's 13B ain't no run-of-the-mill cooking model. How does a dry sumped, fully rebuilt and turbo-ported Series 6 version sound? The amount of custom fabrication and the quality of the engineering work in Nathan's engine bay is simply amazing. Braided line is used for almost everything, including the vacuum lines. A Peterson 3-stage pump sucks from the custom sump and is stored in the massive reservoir after being cooled through the PWR oil cooler in the front grille. A PWR radiator also helps keep the rotary temps in check. Why the extra heat, you ask? Because of the boost coming from a custom-built Garrett T66 turbocharger, sitting on a custom manifold with a turbo-smart external wastegate that dumps into a custom 3-inch exhaust system. It blows through a custom PWR intercooler setup to the ported factory plenum. A custom fuel rail with 880cc injectors feeds the engine, which is controlled by a Microtech LT10S. The engine was still being run in during our shoot, but Nathan is aiming for an easy 400 plus horsepower at the wheels. With acceleration taken care of, a set of familiar GTR brakes up front help with the deceleration. Nathan also fitted King springs and Coney shocks, along with larger sway bars to keep the TX-3 firmly planted to the road. With one of the most unique and high quality cars around, Nathan's enjoying every minute of the car scene.